What is going on, Roland Empire? Here, guys, to give you a video of a movie that, oh my gosh, how long has it been? 2018, 2020. Irony that it's coming out where it's at. I was like, is this even the real movie? Is this still a joke? Is this the actual film? Well, I saw New Mutants. I was like, I gotta give it a shot. You know, it is the only Marvel movie that'll be out. Gotta take granted for what we can. And I'm just like, is this worth the wait? What is the differences? Or can you tell with the reshoots? If you know the story, this was going to be, the follow up of a story possibly of like how Deadpool and Logan were going to be its own genre, Marvel based kind of films. The comics, the realism of the titles of films and stuff. And this one was going to follow that kind of stuff. And then eventually, technical difficulties and all that. And Marvel being like Marvel's like this and Marvel's like that. So all that was going on. But was it worth it? Is it well worth the wait? Is it the best Marvel movie of all time? Is it one of the better Marvel movies of the year and all that? And I really had fun with the movie. It has its flaws. There is a lot of like unnecessary kind of comedy, but still some of the comedy, some of the story. I guess because also some of the acting, just because some of the faces, but even then you could have directed them better. It was still competent enough. It was sufficient enough. I wish there would have been more going on with the New Mutants. I wish they tackled more. There's an interesting line that I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, how can they kind of connect certain things? And that was one of the ways to connect it. But still, it's its own kind of contained story. And yes, I really wish this could have been better. It's still not the worst movie of the year. And what it could have been, and maybe there's some certain scenes here that I'm like, maybe this feels reshot. Maybe this was picked up. Something. It wasn't as stitched up of a movie as like a lot of these kind of movies are, like those that have been treated the way they were, the way they were all treated and stuff. But it was still, it's not perfect. And yeah, so it's like, it's interesting to take. It's like, yeah, the actors did what they could. The characters I wish could have been more interesting. They were enough to just kind of give you a cliche beat. A cliche beat to be like, well, this is why you need to care and stuff. But still, it's just, this is more of a movie of like, if you get the idea of X-Men or Marvel, you'll have a good time with this. If you're casual, why you're going to go see this? You have to be kind of like an invested kind of fan to even have, the chance to give this film a shot. And for me, that I understand a bit of the lore and all that, I had a good time. Then again, it's interesting. It would be funny to go, just talk to someone like, yeah, I'm not really into this movie, but I like this movie. But I doubt that's gonna be a lot of the case. It's mostly like, yeah, man, I'm a big Marvel fan stuff. This one could have been better, but it was fun. So but it just depends. It's not really a bad movie. It isn't, the greatest movie. Irony, it's the best Marvel movie of the year, but that's saying what it is because obviously of the reasons that they are. It's still enjoyable, and yeah, it shows that maybe a lot could have been like, there actually could have been more. There should have been more of a runtime, but the runtime we got was enough to just be like, here, guys, if you care, again, you care. The directing looks a little bit good. I like that, like the whole kind of like framing shot, and it showed what the theme was gonna be. But knowing it's a Marvel movie, it's like, whoa, we gotta cut back. We gotta make it still fun and friendly in that kind of way. So yeah, it's not like it's full out comedy. It's not like the realism is all that. It's not a full on like MCU comedy and the whole kind of like what also Marvel's been doing with the realism of a kind of film. It's right a blend of it, but it's also not the best case of example for that stuff. And yeah, it's just I really wish you know there was more of an investment. I think that's where I would say it's really obvious to show, but still, it's the film. What it was, it did a good job, just kind of like limping to the finish line, and I still did have a good time. I might have to give New Mutants. It's between like a B plus and a B minus, but C plus. Like C plus is really where it's well deserved. And let me know, guys, did you guys enjoy the film? These are just my thoughts and opinions. That's what I thought. I liked it. I did like it, but it could have been better. All this in the comments below. And as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.